the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. With Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Davis, P.J. Washington out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Hardy in at the 1. And for San Antonio, Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. Keldon Johnson out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Well, there may be a lot of games ahead, but game 1 of the regular season is always a little extra special, Greg.
Yeah, no question about it. This is a game everyone looks forward to start the season off on the right foot. I can't tell you how huge it is for a team's confidence to get a win on opening night, but it's definitely one. Everyone is looking forward to.
Now here's Jones. Jacks up a 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
This is something Trey wants to keep improving because guards like him need to connect from deep.
Green with a screen on Vassell. The 11-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Smitty Zion has shown he's a superstar in his short time. But it's all about staying on the floor for him.
So many missed games earlier in his career, B.A. We know Zion is a game-changing force when he's good to go. The league is better off when he's healthy.
Irving against Vassell. Davis, the pass to Irving. It's a 3-pointer.
Nice pass from A.D. wanting to set up his open teammate.
Outside Johnson. Outside Wembanyama. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Washington, a screen on Vassell. Pass to Washington. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get your better scores, some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
Wembanyama, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here is Green, covered by Johnson. Johnson against Green. Pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. Over Vassell. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Wembanyama finds Williamson. 51 seconds left now in the first quarter. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Green with a screen on Vassell. Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Washington grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Hardy. Washington, a screen on Jones. The 3, Hardy. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Now here's Jones. Inside. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Tries it from the top of the key. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's San Antonio closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving because so far it's working. More 2K action in just a moment. for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sohan and Wembanyama. Then there's Jenny Osmond. It's Wesley in at the 1. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Gafford. The Spurs making their last shot. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is doing his homework. He said, quote, I watched a lot of old school players and I tried to figure out their mindsets, and all of their mindsets were the same. People remember winners. So whenever the time comes for me to be done with the game of basketball, I want them to say he was a winner. Guys, he's on his way.
So true. Thanks, Allie. And so it's San Antonio with it. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Here's Sohan. He buries it from 3.
If Sohan is knocking down the deep ball, look out. It really opens up his offense.
Hardaway, the pass to Gafford. Here's Irving. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Pass to Osmond. And that one is covered.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Williamson's checked in for Sohan. Johnson comes in for Osmond. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagnie. And it's Jones in for Wesley. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Jones. Green's checked in for Exum. And it's Hardy in for Hardaway. Spurs on D. Here's Hardy. Still without Duncan. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that is his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen. A guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
One thing you can count on with this Mavericks team, they shoot threes.
All night long if you let them. I mean, near the top of the league for attempts beyond the arc. They do it every chance they can get.
Now here's Johnson. That one off the back iron and out.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Pass to Irving. Here's Hardy. Fires the 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Hardy's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama throws it down.
Finding the most open guy. Good vision from Trey Jones out there.
Irving against Vassell. Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. And that one good. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Williamson looking around. Clock at 6. Wembanyama down low. Uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 13.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him deliver.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Spurs up 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make. Hey guys, does it feel like it's warm in the studio to you?
I'm always warm. I run hot.
It's probably because of your Shaq-ritis.
All right, now it's time to talk about our featured game tonight. Not a great turnout so far for the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, they aren't getting a hand up on the shooters, and the numbers show it, Shaq. Guys are too good in this league to give them easy looks. You're just digging your own grave.
Well, excuse me, Jack, give him a tougher.
Glad you could join us.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they funnel people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving out there with Hardy. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Green. And it's Washington in at the four-man spot. And Williamson throws it down.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Pass to Hardy. Here's Davis. That one is off. Good D by Wembanyama. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And Smitty, a trend for the Spurs, playing fast.
BA, they get up a lot of shots. Problem is, the efficiency has to be there. That was a hallmark of the great Spurs teams back in the day.
Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
Outside Irving. Looking to get back on track. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
The shot by Johnson, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Washington finds Irving. And here's Davis. Good D by Wembanyama.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time. Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Jones, he's checked in for the Mavericks. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Washington, a screen on Jones. To the middle. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Sohan. The Mavericks pull it in.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Wembanyama against Irving. Five to shoot to end the drought. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Williamson outside. Second shot opportunity. And Wembanyama lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 17 points.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Spurs leading by 17. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Wembanyama out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. They get it back. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Davis. Over Wembanyama. Williams grabs the board.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Down low. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What a pass from Williamson. I like seeing him involve his teammates like this.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's scooped up. Here's Davis. Good D by Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Well, Grant, you've been the up-and-comer, but you've also played the role of the veteran. What's the key to that latter stage?
You know, B.A., your contributions as a veteran are felt just as much with your leadership as they are with your numbers. So sharing what you've learned with those younger players on the way up is so important.
Kyrie can score from anywhere, inside, outside, mid-range, all of it.
Williamson against Kleba. Stolen by Davis.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them. But it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Vassell outside. Pass to Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And here's Jones. So we see the Spurs taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game as New Balance presents our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Spurs taking on the Rockets. For Zen. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony, and conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one bad, and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Red Van Vliet out there with Thompson. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Durant, and it's Brooks in at the 3.
Defenders try to knock Wembanyama off his rhythm, but he knows it's coming, and he's prepared for it.
There's a good screen. Van Vliet with it. Jones covering, and Durant gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jones against Van Vliet. To the left side wing. Here's Wemby. That
is a monster finish. And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. Thompson outside. Houston moving the ball around. Rockets hits. Durant wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Houston.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Richard, it's absolutely amazing what Durant can do on the floor on a consistent basis.
He's got the height and the size to play inside, the skill to run the offense. He's just a freak out there.
It's stolen by Johnson. Wembanyama outside. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that group.
Here's Wembanyama. And sends it back. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. To the inside. And stolen by Williamson. On the wing, Jones. Over Durant. Jones, no luck. Houston's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Thompson looking for an opening. Adams with the screen on Wembanyama. Thompson, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
For the Rockets, Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Durant. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Thompson. Zohan, the pass to Williamson. The shot from the low post is good.
Wow, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Williamson outside. Both loose. With the drive. Passes it to Wesley. Not really his range, and it's off target. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Van Vliet outside. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. Adams sets the pick for Van Vliet. The 3-pointer off the mark. Adams against Williamson. Over to the wing. Floats it up for Williamson. It's stolen by Adams. That one So the first quarter is in the books. Houston on top. They're up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And the Rockets hiring of Coach Udoka brought a lot of optimism, it seems, to the fan base.
Yeah, Houston has had a rough go in recent years. And Udoka took the Celtics to the NBA Finals in his lone season as head coach. They're not expecting that kind of success right away, but they're hopeful he can turn things in the right direction.
So on the floor for Houston, the pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Then it's Durant. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. Shots good by Durant.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Outside for wemby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Rockets leading by 10. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Holiday. Houston needs to get a shot. KD can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there?
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Şengün. Here's Eason. Nothing on the board. Back to Şengün. San Antonio with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Show a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Houston making some changes. Adams is checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. It's Thompson in for Aaron Holiday. Jones against Thompson. Here's Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. Richard, you've got one of the great personalities in this game. Did humor serve you well during your playing days?
Yes, I would say it was, because most of the time I was talking more trash to my teammates than to the other team. But that's just been my personality since I was a kid.
Spurs trail by 6. Wembanyama finds Williamson. Here's Vassell. No good from outside. Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, once upon a time, Kevin Durant said he was tired of being second. Now, some thought he was chasing clout, but he clarified it, saying, I just lost in the finals. It wasn't about I want to be the best ever. I don't care about that. I want to wake up every day and do what I do. If we win, I know that comes with me being the best that I can be. Kevin?
David, I love the fact he is focused on the process. And thank you for giving us that report. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Something Vassell is only improving at, recognizing these chances to drop an easy dime.
Houston leading by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant attacking. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the way up. Durant's got 11 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Wembanyama.
Oh, goodness, man. And this is what you want to to see. Wemby attacking with authority inside.
Here's Durant. Comes up empty down low.
Just enough resistance to force the man. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Take a look at the Spurs. They started off the season the way they wanted. Now you build off that win. Try to generate momentum. Stay undefeated as.
And we now take a look at the Houston Rockets and the close first half they've played.
Man, it's hard to imagine a hotter team from downtown. Better turn on that AC because those guys are cooking. Now, that could flip on them in a hurry, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
Some outstanding shooters in that lineup. That is more than enough of us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The cell in the wing along with Johnson. Williamson out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. RJ, after dealing DeJounte Murray away in the summer of 2022, the Spurs are intent, it seems, on rebuilding.
Well, they did it right. And with the selection of Victor Wembanyama,
right there!
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Durant, the pass to Van Vliet. Adams with it, still without a basket. Brooks from outside. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. From downtown, Brooks grabs the board. Rockets leading by 4. Thompson outside. Adams with the screen on Johnson. And Thompson kicks to Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thompson passes to Adams. Van Vliet outside. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 5. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. This is it to Williamson. Over Thompson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Brooks the best of Van Vliet. Adams outside. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still missed it.
Dishes it to Jones. Back to Wembanyama. And it's off from three-point range. Williamson against Durant. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Down low, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Williamson against KD, and finished off by Williamson.
We feel those sign dunks shake the floor.
So both teams making some changes here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Hey, Richard, you look at Houston's roster. They are stacked with high-level athletes.
The Houston Rockets have done a great job of adding players that they feel can add strength and cultivate skill. Because athleticism, that's something that you just can't teach.
And it's Wesley missing. Rockets lead by 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now Whitmore still scoreless. The dish to Smith. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. That one doesn't go.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And it's Williamson missing. The third quarter comes to a close. Houston on top. They lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
23.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. Whitmore is out there with Durant, and it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That bucket in no time at all. Wembanyama has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs. Pass to Şengün. Fades. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Bassi. Now Wesley. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. The 10-footer. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Şengün finds Eason. Runs the screen. And it's denied. Wesley against KD.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Thompson, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Jabari Smith. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thanks, David. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. A big block there in this close game.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
Shooting for Houston. Kevin Durant at the line for 3.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. He looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. What a cool customer.
And Wembanyama outside. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. And KD's got the ball here for Houston. Back to Van Vliet. Adams sets the pick for Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Durant for three. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 19 points.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
How about the rookie with the big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can meet those high expectations.
Adams with the screen on Williamson. Durant kicks to Van Vliet. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williamson dishes to Jones. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Poked away and stolen by Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Kane, and he commits the intentional foul.
Zion Williamson
drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
And Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 7. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Jones the pass to Johnson. And Wembanyama launches it from deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Jack Dillon.
Brooks kicks to KD. So Houston wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a...
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long.
On the floor for the visiting San Antonio Spurs. At point. Oh.
And a battle of the bigs tonight, Grant. Something we're seeing a little more of lately.
And you know this league is a copycat league, and right now the trend is about team. Teams looking for size and skill. Big guys who can pretty much do everything. That's the thing about the NBA. It's always adapting and always evolving.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. Zion Williamson out there with Wembanyama. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's George. Powell outside. Harden with a screen on Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Harden misses. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Yeah, it was really just the failure to convert shots on a consistent basis. That's going to cost you games, believe me.
Well, the defense against them had a little something to do with it, but you still got to go out there. You got to find a way to get good looks. You got to keep working the system, and quite frankly, they just couldn't do that.
Now here's Jones. Really struggled in the loss against Houston. Pass to Wembanyama. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Looks like this could be a bounce-back year for the Clippers, Brett, after they were knocked out early last season.
Yeah, you just shake your head and you think about this team not being healthy and how far they could go. But that's part of it, right? No PG or Kawhi late in the series. They're looking for some redemption this year, and you feel like it's their last shot. You continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
Vassell outside. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 1 and 2 from three-point land so far. George passes to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
George against Johnson. Zubac with a screen on Jones. Harden. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Bears led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Wembanyama, screen on Harden, to the inside. Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's Harden. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. Those 2014 NBA Finals featured tons of Hall of Famers. Tim Duncan, LeBron, Wade.
And maybe the guy who was unintroduced but now introduced as one in Kawhi Leonard. Man, he just stole the show, winning the series MVP. Did an unreal job on LeBron defensively. Shot 58% from 3. What an all-time two-way performance, BA.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. There's the 3. Harden can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wembanyama fires it from way outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. It's George on the wing. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Westbrook, he's checked in for Paul George. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Jones. Pass to Williamson. Oh, Leonard with the block.
One of the most versatile defenders in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard getting all of that one.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Now the screen on Vassell. This one for three.
Just smothered the shooter.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Spurs up 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Filling out the wings, it's Mann and George. Mason Plumlee out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Wesley, pass to Sohan. Outside for Wembanyama. They shoot again. Rebound by the Clippers. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, in his 10th season in the league, Mason Plumlee started shooting left-handed. He said, quote, "It felt good changing, and the more I practice, it just shored up my decision. It's about the result. I'm happy I made the change. I don't even question it, and that's where I like to be." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, whatever he's doing. Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
It's George on the wing. That one comes off the assist by Westbrook. George has got his first basket. And something that can get overlooked. How a player fits in on a team can make all the difference.
Well, that fit, BA, depends on where your team is in the arc of your competitiveness. So if you need one guy to put you over the top and you're a team winning 50 games, then you've got to get the right fit. Otherwise, maybe teams and rosters are exploring talent, developing talent, until they get to that point where fit becomes the foundation for what they're going to do for something special.
Here's Wesley. No points so far.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Sohan. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Here's Mann. To the paint. Here's George. He hits out one. 2 for 5 now. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
You know, over his career, Paul George has racked up more than his fair share of accolades, Grant.
Well, he's a fixture at All-Star Weekend, that's for sure. Now, he's made the all-defensive team more than a few times. He's had an outstanding career.
Here's Wesley. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over George. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Oh, too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Now here's George. Not a lot of room. Banked it in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they pulled out in front.
Wesley, the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama missing.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Westbrook with the miss. San Antonio's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Sohan. To the left side wing. Champagny, the pass to Osman. Here's Sohan. Inside. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Give him 8.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And George launches it from deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Clippers on top, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello, and
man, their fans are loving this one. As a player, man, you can feed off that positive crowd. It can help you build momentum, you know. It just gets your blood flowing, and it's right tonight.
we'll see if they can carry that energy into the second half, both the fans and the team. Now taking a closer look at the first half. Thanks for tuning in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the hustle he's showing on the glass.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. They lead by 1, and so in the game for the Spurs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Zion Williamson out there with Wembanyama, and it's Jones in at the point. Now here's Leonard. No points yet. No good there off the double clutch.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Leonard against Williamson. And Williamson throws him down.
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
Jones against Harden. Pass to Leonard. Over Williamson. No good off the back of the rim. The Spurs shooting 41% in this game. And here's Jones. Vassell outside. Now here's Williamson. Leonard pulls down the board.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
George passes to Zubac. Leonard outside. Leonard beyond the line.
Why typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Pass to Johnson. Williamson against Leonard. Outside Jones. Wembanyama, screen on Harden. 4 on the clock. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Leonard looking around. Great D that time from Williamson.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Back to Vassell. Leonard against Williamson. Outside Wembanyama. No good on the triple. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. George for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Jones. Williamson outside. From behind the arc. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Wembanyama. And it's a 3-point San Antonio lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with PG and Kawhi, the Clippers feel they have the talent to win it all. George said, quote, both of us internally had a promise to bring a championship here. This core has been here for years now, and when you look at the teams that win and are very successful, it's the teams that have been together, gel and connect. Brian?
Yeah, that's the right philosophy there. All about health. Thanks, Allie.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. checked in for Zubats. Coffee comes in for George. Mann, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Harden. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Mamukelashvili comes in for Johnson. Osman, he's checked in for Vassell. And Sohan subbed in for Jones. Now here's Westbrook. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And yeah, it's good.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Williamson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Shot by Leonard, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Williamson. And that's not going to go. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Spurs out in front. They're up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Westbrook and Mann make up the backcourt. Amir Coffey out there with Paul George. And it's Plumlee in at the center spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's George. That one's wide left. San Antonio leading. From deep, Wembanyama. That shot missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Mann. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Mann's got his first bucket of the night.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
The three from Wembanyama. And Wembanyama missing. And so George will bring it up for the LA Clippers. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way. Maybe we can help them out and try and win this game.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, coach has to tell him to dial it back. He's trying to do too much. Going one-on-one, forcing bad shots, and it's really hurting this offense.
Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Coffee. And it's James Harden in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for San Antonio. Zion Williamson is checked in for Mamukelashvili. Keldon Johnson comes in for Collins. Vassell, he's checked in for Sohan. And it's Jones in for Osman. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Allie, thank you. Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson.
Out of bounds.
Plenty of muscle on the block. Zion love knocking that one away.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Pass to Mann. George outside. Back to Mann. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Vassell.
And this is Vassell's calling card. Suffocating defense.
Mann misses. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Johnson with it. Goes back up. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Clippers trail. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Zubats with a screen on Johnson. The 3, George. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jones against Harden. Jones, the pass to Williamson. Williamson throws it down.
Assist from
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. George against Johnson. Now here's George. Defense is right there.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
The officials were right on top of that.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Man, the pass to Leonard over Williamson. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
From deep, Wembanyama. Williamson, oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Well, that kind of activity down low from Zion is exactly what they're looking for.
Here's George. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Jones. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Williamson. Vassell outside. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The three is up. And knocks down the three.
We've just seen these massive leaps from Paul George throughout his career, particularly as a playmaker.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForte, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents, and you can feel it, can't you? A little extra energy in the building tonight, Greg. Halloween always has that effect on a crowd.
And I've seen some crazy costumes in the stands, no doubt. But any holiday is a good day for basketball, partner. Halloween really adds to the atmosphere.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Williamson out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Jones in at the 1. Tucker finds Nurkic. Now here's Beal. With 3, Booker. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game. Throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Boy, Steve, Trey Jones is a great story of continuing to work at your game.
Yes, it is, Kevin. He's developing into a nice point guard who can run the show. The vision continues to get better, and points are coming in bunches. It's clear he's putting in the work.
Williamson, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. And that one drops.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Booker the pass to Nurkic. And stolen by Wembanyama. Finished by Williamson.
Assisted by a reputation of a highlight reel dunker. Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Out to the right wing. Wembanyama against Nurkic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Not loose. 5 to shoot. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
How about the tenacity of Jones getting right in the defender's face?
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve on.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
find his spot for the finish.
Spurs have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. So, Greg, when you think about the Phoenix Suns, what do you think fuels them the most?
Kevin, I mean, the fact that they had a 2-0 lead in the 21 NBA Finals and lost. This team is really battling to get back to that stage, and if they do, they want to take care of business this time.
From past the arc, good on the three-point shot. Booker's got five.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Good on the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing here by 8. It's stolen. In transition, here come the Spurs.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Allen's shot is off.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Booker against Jones. 6 to shoot. Nurkic's screen on Jones. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assumed.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Your Suns, 7. The Spurs,
How you silence a crowd.
22.
And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 15. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. And it's Champagnie at the shooting guard. Here's Eubanks. No good there. Good defense by Wembanyama. Inside. Sohan.
Jeremy
Good. It's Wembanyama with the assist.
Goes to
Wembanyama has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Green. Driving inside. O'Neal wide open. No good with the triple. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Clippers in L.A. Sohan, the pass to West. Here's Sohan. To the middle. Here's
Wembanyama.
Great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Now, Spurs fans, the last 5 years, Steve, haven't been able to enjoy the playoff experience like Spurs fans of old.
They haven't, Kevin. And you know they've held the record for most playoff appearances in a row at 22 seasons. But it's been a long 5 seasons now without going. They have lots of youth and a hope for the future.
Wembanyama up top. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's
timeout.
Phoenix, on the field, literally.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Phoenix, get on your feet.
Norkic checked in for Eubanks. Bol comes in for Royce O'Neal. Allen's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Jalen Green. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Vassell against Beal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Beal can't get it to go.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
The Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Left block shot on the way. It's good. Beal's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
Here's Johnson. And Ball sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off good. And the Suns making a change here. Green's checked in.
Jalen Green.
A minute 20 left here in the second. Williamson kicks to Jones. Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Vassell knows where his bread is buttered. He said, I want to excel at the defensive end. When I was at Florida State, you're not going to play if you don't play defense. That's stuff. You can't control makes and misses, but you can control what you do on the defensive end. Kevin?
Oh, David, I like that mentality. Good for him. Hey, thanks for that story. Williamson, the pass to Jones. Misses the 3. Suns trail by 21. To the paint. Bull can't hit. And here's wemby. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jones finds Williamson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. He's got 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ball, a screen on Jones. There's Beal with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's San Antonio in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back in here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Phoenix Suns.
You can't get stopped, you can't get wins. I'm not seeing the fight, the fire. Time to get angry. Otherwise, we can call it now.
And later on, some more NBA. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to...
One more time, fans. Let's hear it from
and welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Hole is out there with Nurkic. And there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Allen in at the 3. He's out there for Phoenix.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for his passing game.
You know, Kevin, he's really evolved as a playmaker over the years. Sure, we all know how talented a scorer and shooter he is, but Bradley is now superb at facilitating.
Here's Beal, and it's Williamson with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Ball, a screen on Jones. No good from Booker.
Ooh, they come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Williamson, the pass to Wembanyama. Allen with the rebound. Suns have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Nurkic finds Booker. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Allen. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Williamson, the pass to Wembenyama. Shoots over Nurkic. Wembenyama, no good.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Booker outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Two emphatic points. Devin Booker.
San Antonio leading by 20. Wembenyama outside. Pass to Williamson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
First team.
And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
The Suns making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Back to Booker. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
So a moment now to see the story on Jusuf Nurkic. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instinct. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
It's Beal on the wing, defended by Jones. The shot by Beal, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
On the basket by Jones.
Split-second decision by Jones. He sees the shot and just goes up.
Green dishes to Beal. O'Neal kicks to Green. Drops it in from 11 feet. Green's got his second bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Osman. Scoreless thus far. Tries again. Collins. Here's Zohan. And so it's San Antonio holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got Collins, and it's Osman in at the small forward position.
The whole showing off the athleticism. Green's eyes light up when he's on the break. Easy to see why.
They set the screen. Here's Wesley. Eric Gordon grabs the board. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Passes to Green. Shoots from 12. And that one goes long. Spurs leading by 23. Here's Wesley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Devin Booker. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
And also, they made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Use of Nurkic. He's checked in for Eubanks. Bol comes in for O'Neal. Allen's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Green. Wesley against Booker. Collins a screen on Booker. Here's Wesley. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I got ball.
Booker looking around. Outside, Beal fires from deep. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
In the corner, Collins with it. Stolen by Allen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kicks it to Beal. Screen by Nurkic. The 3-ball. The shot by Beal, no good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Wesley the pass to Osman. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now here's Beal. He's tightly guarded. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Sohan.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And ever win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .105 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Osman, defended by Gordon. Can they get it? And that one's good. Osman. And the Spurs lead by 19.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's Sohan, guarded by Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Not his most comfortable spot on the floor, but Sohan works hard in the gym on his off days at the line.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. O'Neal kicks to Green. Outside Gordon from the arc. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Here's Barlow. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,